Everyone thinks they know which Ford is the smart buy. The F-150 is America's best seller, so it must be reliable. The Mustang looks expensive to own, so most people avoid it. The Escape seems practical and affordable, so it should be cheap to run. But what happens when you stop guessing and actually run the numbers? Depreciation, fuel, insurance, maintenance, and repairs across every Ford model over 5 years of real ownership. The rankings that come out the other side will genuinely surprise you. Some of the most popular Fords on the road are quietly draining their owners, and some of the most underrated ones are some of the best financial decisions you can make. This is not a comparison of sticker prices. Anyone can read a window sticker. What we are talking about today is true cost of ownership, what you actually spend from the day you drive off the lot to the day you sell or trade the vehicle. That number is almost always dramatically different from what people expect when they buy. And for Ford owners specifically, the gap between perceived cost and real cost is wider than in almost any other brand's lineup. By the end of this video, you will have a clear, ranked picture of where every major Ford model lands, and you will understand exactly why the results shake out the way they do. Before the rankings, one framework worth establishing. True cost of ownership breaks down into 5 major categories. Depreciation is the biggest, typically 50 to 60% of total ownership cost over 5 years. Fuel cost is second, driven by real-world efficiency rather than EPA estimates. Insurance is third, shaped by repair costs, theft rates, and the driver profile each model attracts. Scheduled maintenance is fourth, oil changes, filters, fluids, brakes, and tires across your ownership window. And unscheduled repairs are fifth, the category that separates the genuinely reliable models from the ones that look good on paper but spend time on a lift. Add all 5 together and you get the real number. That is what we ranked. Rank 1, the Ford Maverick, the most underrated value in the entire lineup. If you walked into a Ford dealership looking for the most financially intelligent vehicle on the lot and you walked past the Maverick without stopping, you made a costly mistake. The Maverick sits at the top of this ranking not because it is the flashiest Ford or the most capable or the one that gets the most attention, but because when you run every ownership cost category through 5 years of real numbers, nothing else in Ford's lineup comes close to what the Maverick delivers per dollar spent. Start with depreciation. The Maverick holds its value exceptionally well for a compact truck, a segment where supply constraints at launch created genuine demand that has not fully collapsed even as inventory normalized. A base Maverick purchased today will retain a higher percentage of its value at the 3 and 5 year marks than most compact SUVs and many midsize trucks. That is money that stays in your pocket rather than evaporating in the dealer's lot when you go to trade. Fuel cost is where the Maverick's hybrid powertrain transforms the ownership equation. The standard hybrid drivetrain, not an optional upgrade, the base configuration, delivers real-world fuel economy consistently in the high 30s to low 40s miles per gallon in city driving. Over 15,000 miles a year, that is a fuel saving of over $1,000 annually compared to a 4-cylinder Escape, and well over $1,500 compared to a base F-150. Across 5 years, the Maverick Hybrid's fuel cost advantage alone offsets a significant portion of its purchase price relative to larger alternatives. Insurance runs moderate. Maintenance costs are low, given the hybrid system's regenerative braking reducing brake wear, and the 2.5-liter Atkinson cycle engine in the hybrid has proven to be one of the most durable powertrains Ford has ever sold. The Maverick is not a compromise. It is the answer most Ford buyers did not know they were looking for. Rank 2, the Ford F-150 with the 2.7-liter EcoBoost, America's bestseller for a reason. The F-150 is the best-selling vehicle in America for over 4 decades running, and that fact alone tells you something about its ownership proposition. But not all F-150s are created equal when it comes to true cost of ownership, and the configuration matters enormously. The F-150 equipped with the 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6 specifically lands in the 2nd position on this ranking, and the gap between this configuration and others in the F-150 lineup is worth understanding before you buy. Depreciation on the F-150 is genuinely strong. Trucks hold their value better than any other vehicle category in the American market, and the F-150 leads that segment. A well-specified F-150 purchased today will retain close to 50% of its value after 5 years in normal market conditions, a depreciation curve that beats virtually every SUV and car in Ford's lineup. That retained value is real money when it comes time to trade or sell, and it dramatically changes the true cost picture compared to a vehicle that loses 65 or 70% of its value in the same window. The 2.7-liter EcoBoost is the sweet spot in the F-150 engine lineup for ownership cost specifically because it balances capability with efficiency better than anything else in the range. Real-world fuel economy in mixed driving consistently lands in the high teens to low 20s, better than the 5-liter V8 by a meaningful margin, and without the additional complexity and repair history of the 3.5-liter EcoBoost. Maintenance costs on the 2.7 run moderate. The engine has matured through multiple generations, and its known issues are well understood and manageable. For owners who actually use their truck as a truck, hauling, towing, and carrying loads regularly, no other Ford delivers as much utility per total ownership dollar as this configuration. Rank 3, the Ford Bronco Sport, the sleeper efficiency story in the SUV lineup. The Bronco Sport gets overshadowed by its bigger sibling constantly, which means most people evaluating Ford SUVs overlook what is actually a very strong ownership proposition. Built on the same platform as the Escape, powered by a proven 3-cylinder or 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine depending on trim, and priced in a range that puts it within reach of a broad buyer pool, the Bronco Sport consistently surprises owners with how little it costs to live with over 5 years. Depreciation is the Bronco Sport's strongest ownership card. The Bronco nameplate carries significant cultural equity, and the Sport's styling and off-road positioning give it stronger residual values than a standard compact SUV. Comparable Escapes depreciate faster. Comparable competitors from other brands depreciate faster. The Bronco Sport's residuals have remained more resilient than analysts initially projected, and that strength directly reduces your 5-year ownership cost in the category that matters most. Fuel cost runs reasonable across both available engines, with the base 3-cylinder returning genuine real-world efficiency in the high 20s to low 30s. Insurance costs moderate, helped by a buyer demographic that tends to skew toward lower-risk profiles. Maintenance follows standard Ford compact SUV schedules, with no significant outliers. The repair history on the Bronco Sport's first few model years showed some software-related concerns that have been addressed through updates, and the mechanical platform underneath is proven and well supported by the independent repair network. For a buyer wanting a capable, distinctive SUV without the ownership cost weight of the full-size Bronco, the Sport is a genuinely smart financial choice that the resale market has already validated. Rank 4, the Ford Ranger, mid-size truck value that most buyers overlook. The Ranger exists in a strange position in Ford's lineup. Sandwiched between the Maverick below it and the F-150 above it, it sometimes gets treated as neither fish nor fowl. But when you look at it through a pure ownership cost lens, the Ranger carves out a legitimate position that makes compelling sense for a specific type of buyer. If you need more capability than the Maverick can offer, but do not want to absorb the full cost of F-150 ownership, the Ranger lands in a financial sweet spot that its sales numbers have not fully reflected. Depreciation on the Ranger runs solid, benefiting from the same truck segment value retention that helps the F-150. Trucks simply hold value better than SUVs and cars across the board, and the Ranger participates in that dynamic. The gap between Ranger and F-150 depreciation is smaller than most buyers expect, which means you get most of the value retention benefit of truck ownership at a lower entry price point. The 2.3-liter EcoBoost that powers the Ranger delivers real-world fuel economy in the mid-20s in mixed driving, meaningfully better than the F-150 across most configurations, and close enough to compact SUV efficiency that the fuel cost penalty of owning a truck essentially disappears. Maintenance costs track closely to the F-150's 2.7 in terms of service intervals and component costs. The Ranger's known weakness has historically been its transmission calibration, which Ford has addressed through software updates on recent model years. For buyers who log serious miles and need a truck that is genuinely capable without the premium running cost of a full size, the Ranger's true ownership numbers make a strong case. Rank 5, the Ford Explorer, the family hauler that costs more than you think. Here is where the rankings start to deliver on the promise of shocking results. The Explorer is one of Ford's highest volume sellers, one of the most popular 3-row SUVs in the country, and one of the vehicles that Ford buyers most consistently underestimate the true cost of owning. When you run the full 5-category ownership analysis on the Explorer, the number that comes back is significantly higher than most buyers budgeted for when they signed the paperwork. Depreciation is the Explorer's first ownership challenge. Despite strong sales, the Explorer depreciates at a rate that outpaces the truck-based products in Ford's lineup and even some of the compact SUVs. A new Explorer loses a substantial portion of its value in the first 3 years, a curve that is steep enough to represent the single largest ownership expense for most buyers. At the 5-year mark, depreciation alone on a mid-trim Explorer typically exceeds the combined fuel, insurance, and maintenance costs for the same period. The 3.0-liter EcoBoost in upper trims adds performance, but introduces repair costs that do not show up in ownership projections. The Explorer has a documented history of cooling system concerns on certain model years, and repair costs for those issues run high given the complexity of the transverse-mounted engine layout. Insurance runs above average due to the vehicle's replacement part costs and repair labor times. Maintenance costs are moderate on paper but climb quickly when you factor in all-wheel drive service intervals, the complexity of the independent rear suspension, and the cost of the tire sizes these vehicles require. The Explorer is not a bad vehicle, but it is a significantly more expensive vehicle to own than most of its buyers realize before they sign. Rank 6. The Ford Escape, the compact SUV that looks affordable and is not. The Escape is positioned and priced as an accessible, practical compact SUV, and on the surface, it looks like one of the more financially sensible choices in Ford's lineup. It is smaller than the Explorer, cheaper to buy, and gets better fuel economy. Surely it must be cheaper to own. The data says otherwise, and this is one of the most counterintuitive findings in the entire ranking. The Escape's depreciation curve is one of the steepest in Ford's lineup. Compact SUVs in general depreciate aggressively, and the Escape does not buck that trend. A new Escape loses value quickly in its first 3 years, and the resale market for used Escapes is competitive enough that private sale prices compress toward dealer trade-in values, eliminating the option many owners count on to recover equity. The financial gap between what you paid and what you can recover on an Escape at the 3-year mark is genuinely sobering. The 1.5-liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost that became the base engine in recent Escape generations brought efficiency gains, but also introduced a documented concern around coolant intrusion into the cylinder that affected certain production runs. While Ford addressed the issue under extended warranty coverage, the repair history and the lingering perception of that problem in the used market have suppressed Escape resale values further. Owners who bought at the peak of that concern and are now selling into a market that discounts for it have absorbed a depreciation penalty that was never in their original ownership calculation. The Escape is not a money pit, but it is not the budget-friendly compact it appears to be when you look past the sticker price. Rank 7. The Ford Mustang, the emotional purchase with the ownership cost to match. Nobody buys a Mustang because it is the financially responsible choice, and the ownership numbers reflect that reality clearly. The Mustang lands near the bottom of this ranking not because it is a flawed vehicle, it is one of the most entertaining driver's cars at any price point, but because the cost of owning one over 5 years is high enough that buyers who go in without clear eyes often experience genuine sticker shock when the total bill arrives. Insurance is the Mustang's most punishing ownership category. Insurers price the Mustang based on its performance capability, its accident history as a segment, and the age profile of a significant portion of its buyer base. Annual insurance premiums on a Mustang GT run substantially higher than a comparable F-150 and dramatically higher than a Maverick or Bronco Sport. Over 5 years, the insurance premium gap between a Mustang and a practical alternative in Ford's lineup can easily exceed $5,000, a cost that most buyers do not factor into their ownership budget at purchase time. Fuel cost on the 5-liter V8 runs high for buyers who use the performance they paid for. Real-world fuel economy on a Mustang GT driven with enthusiasm, which describes the majority of Mustang owners more accurately than the EPA test cycle, lands in the mid-teens. Depreciation is a mixed picture. The GT holds value reasonably well as a performance icon, but the EcoBoost 4-cylinder trims depreciate faster than the V8 because the used market for those configurations is crowded. Tires are a significant ongoing cost that almost no buyer budgets for at purchase. A set of performance tires for a Mustang GT runs several $100s more than equivalent compact SUV tires and wears faster if the car is driven the way it was built to be driven. The Mustang is a joy. It is just an expensive joy, and the numbers are honest about that. The bottom line. And start looking at what you actually spend over 5 years, Ford's lineup reshuffles in ways that genuinely surprise most buyers. The Maverick Hybrid is the most financially intelligent vehicle Ford sells, and most buyers walk right past it. The F-150 with the 2.7 EcoBoost earns its bestseller status with ownership numbers that back up the reputation. The Explorer and the Escape look practical and affordable from the outside, but carry ownership costs that consistently catch buyers off guard once the honeymoon period ends. The single most expensive thing you can do when buying any Ford is make the decision based on monthly payment alone. Monthly payment tells you nothing about depreciation, nothing about what your insurance will actually cost, nothing about the repair history of the engine under the hood. True cost of ownership tells you all of it. Run those numbers before you sign. Match the vehicle to how you actually drive, what you actually haul, and what you can actually absorb financially across 5 years. Do that honestly, and the right Ford for you becomes very clear. And it might not be the one you thought you wanted when you walked through the door. If this ranking changed the way you are thinking about your next Ford purchase, subscribe now so you catch every video we put out. Because the next one covers the Ford models with the worst long-term repair records, and that list has some names on it that will genuinely catch you off guard.